Hello, my name's Kristina Stephenson and I am thrilled that Manchester Libraries have asked me to help celebrate the Summer Reading Challenge. This year's theme is The Silly Squad, which is great because I've written a series of books about a character with a very silly name. He's called Sir Charlie Stinky Socks, and I'd like to read to you 3 of his adventures. The first one is called The Pirate's Curse. I'd like to thank Egmont Books for letting me read this story to you, and you can find out more about the Summer Reading Challenge at summerreadingchallenge.org.uk. So, are you ready for a very silly pirate adventure? Sir Charlie Stinky Socks, The Pirate's Curse, by me, Kristina Stephenson. Once upon a time, there was a bottle bobbing out in the big blue sea. A sea filled with pirates and magical mermaids. Oh, and a man-eating monster. The bottle went on bobbing for 6 long years without any sign of stopping. More's the pity, for inside this bottle was a worrying little word. Shiver me timbers! Splice the mainsail! Someone was in trouble. Oh my! But never fear, because land was near, and so was a bold, brave knight. Sir Charlie Stinky Socks, his faithful cat Envelope, and his good grey mare spotted the bottle bobbing in the water, so they waded out to fetch it. Splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash, splosh. "By jinkies," said Sir Charlie, studying the note. "Someone at sea needs our help. Come on, my faithful, fearless friends. We need to find a ship." And quicker than you could say, "Watch out for pirates!" they headed for adventure. As luck would have it, down in the harbour, a ship was about to set sail. A motley crew was raising the gangplank, and the captain was holding the helm.
"Heave-ho, me horrible hearties!"
he hollered, and the ship pulled away from the shore. No time to ask permission to board, just enough time to... jump! Thump! No one noticed the knight and his friends as the ship sailed out to sea, until a westerly wind whipped up a storm and blew the trio's cover.
"Stowaways!"
shouted the hairy, scary captain.
"Make 'em swim back to the shore!"
Yikes! Well, that fearless cat Envelope clung to the main brace. So did the petrified mare, for there, in the water, were sharks! And the cat and the horse couldn't swim. But bold Sir Charlie did not panic. "Think again, Captain," he said. "For I am Sir Charlie Stinky Socks, and my stockings have a mighty power. And consider my cat. Not one rat will bother you while he's here. As for my horse is, of course, terribly good at, cleaning." "Huh?" "If you let us stay," said Sir Charlie to the captain, "think how useful we'll be." Lucky for the trio, the hairy, scary captain was surprisingly quick to agree. The wind grew stronger, thunder roared, but Sir Charlie went on with his mission. He was searching for someone who needed his help, whoever that someone might be. Over the sea, whooshity whoosh, crash, bash, smash. The waves tossed the boat, which tipped and dipped towards the rugged rocks. Oh my! Could a pair of socks save them now? No, but something magical might. Time for a night to use those socks to do a spot of fishing. Well, the pong was so strong from those powerful socks, it lured the magical mermaids. They calmed the sea with a soothing song before sending the ship on its way, saying, "Watch out for pirates, brave little knight." Sir Charlie said he would, as the good grey mare and the giggling cat caught sight of the captain's bottom. The sun was setting when the ship reached an island in the middle of the big blue sea. Leaving his cat and his horse hard at work, Sir Charlie went ashore. "I'll bet someone here wrote the note," he said, and off he went to explore, not noticing the crew was doing this too. The captain stayed in his cabin. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter, up to a candle-lit tavern, where Sir Charlie found the townsfolk telling pirate tales. "Burntbeard's the worst of the lot," said the landlord, "because people say he is cursed. Why else would his motley crew never see him after the sun goes down? He must be more terrifying than the man-eating monster when he's locked in his cabin at night. This hairy, scary pirate captain with a purple patch on one eye and a picture of his ship, the Black Toenail, painted on his bottom!" cried Sir Charlie. "Oh, to think I've been sailing on Burntbeard's ship and my friends are still on board! Oh no!" Back to the harbour, where the big Black Toenail was pulling away from the shore. The pirates had all returned with their plunder. The captain was still in his cabin. So bold, brave Sir Charlie Stinky Socks took a running leap onto the Black Toenail to warn his friends and keep them out of danger, just in case the cursed captain should come out of his cabin that night. Safe out of sight, the trusty trio sailed back out to sea. The moon was up, the sea was calm, nothing stirred until... "Monster ahoy!" came the cry from the crow's nest, and everyone turned to see the munching, crunching, man-eating monster licking his loathsome lips. "Heavens to Betsy! We're doomed!" cried the crew. And that's where Sir Charlie stepped in. "Nonsense," he said, popping out of the barrel and remembering what the landlord had said. "Go, fetch your fearsome Captain Burntbeard. The monster will be scared of him." But so were the pirates, because of the curse. It was up to the bold, brave knight. One quick flick of his trusty sword opened the captain's door, but not even Sir Charlie Stinky Socks was prepared for what he saw. A fog of flour filled the room. The captain was in the middle.
"I don't like being a pirate," he said. "I like baking cakes. But I feared my crew would laugh if they knew that I burnt my beard making muffins. So 6 years ago, I put a message in a bottle and I sent it out to sea, hoping that someone would come and help me. Nobody ever did. And that's why I'm cursed, to be a pirate by day and a secret baker by night." "Mind you," smiled the captain as the fog cleared away, "I'm getting pretty good." Wow! But dear, oh dear, no man-eating monster would ever be scared of this pirate. "Not to worry," said Sir Charlie to the captain. "I've got a better idea. You must tell the crew what it is you do, then get them to fire up the
cannons. That night, by the light of a silvery moon, the monster had a flying feast! Hooray for Captain Burntbeard! Cheered the motley crew, who were terribly glad their talented captain didn't like being a pirate, because "Nor do we," they said.
I want to be a gardener. I want to cut people's hair.
I want to ride around the world on a bike.
I just want to sing.
So the pirates gave back the things they had stolen and started life anew on a little island in the big blue sea where all their dreams came true. And the munching, crunching, man-eating monster? Well, he went on eating cake from ye old black toenail, the captain's cake shop beside the big blue sea. The end. And there you are. The moral of the story is, be whatever it is you want to be. No matter what anybody else might think, you must follow your dream. Enjoy the summer reading challenge. Bye for now.